inside your bedroom. We stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm. Physical silence, no need to speak a word. Lay here beside me. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I never dare to ask if we're gonna last. I'm needing all your love, needing all your love. Oh, when you go, oh my God, you know you're playing your cards so right. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, I'm a sucker for hearts. Your blood is pumping, I feel it in your veins, surfing your heat waves. Your taste is different, somehow it makes me brave. Chemical nature. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. Oh, when you go, oh my God, you know you're playing your cards so right. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts. Oh my God, I'm a fool. Thought I'd never fall into you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so cruel how I'm loving the things you do. Ooh, yeah. Oh, when you go, oh my God, you know you're playing your cards so right. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I am a sucker for hearts, I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts. Too fast, your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I'm a sucker for hearts.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. How is everybody feeling today? What is this piece of hair doing? Anyway, welcome. I already saw some people in the chat. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hopefully everyone has had a nice Sunday and a very good weekend. It has been pretty moderate where I live. The weather went from being frigid all of last week during work to warming up a little bit for the weekend. So it was actually beautiful to be outside, which was amazing. So I am feeling pretty good. It's also daylight savings time. So that extra hour was nice also. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get quite a bit of sleep for work tomorrow. So hopefully I'll feel rejuvenated for the work week also. All right. So most of my day has actually been reading. I've done a little bit of writing. I always do on Sundays, but most of what I spent the afternoon doing was reading because I was almost finished with The Assassin's Blade, and I really wanted to finish it. So I did finish it, the prequel to Throne of Glass. So I read The Assassin's Blade, finished that one this afternoon, and now I am almost 60 pages into Throne of Glass, which is the first in the series. I am loving it so far. Yes, I already adore the vibes that this series is giving me, although we'll see. I'm hoping, I'm a little bit crazy here. I want to finish this before my copy of Iron Flame comes in so that I can be on top of the hype for that. I pre-ordered the book, so hard copy is coming to me. However, I did also go ahead and order the audiobook. That way I have it because I'm getting back into like a gym routine. Thank goodness. So hopefully I can either start that very soon because I'm hoping to go like and blow through Throne of Glass, take a quick pause on the series to read Iron Flame, and then hoping to come back to Throne of Glass, the series. So we shall see. Is everyone else excited for Iron Flame, by the way? Anyone else reading it? That is a good series. I'm reading the last book at the moment. Ooh, that's exciting. It's been on my list for a very, very long time, but considering it's a longer series, I've been dragging my feet a little bit getting around to it and reading shorter things in the meantime. And I'm at a point now where I can read quite a bit more. And so I thought this is the perfect time to jump into the series. So that is what I did. Yes. So most of this week, I'm sure we'll be reading. So I'm hoping to get to the gym tomorrow. I've been on some runs and stuff like outside of the gym, but this will be the first time I've been to an actual gym in a while. I usually just do stuff out at home and run, but I'm going to actually try to get to the gym this time and at least do a little bit there. I'm just trying to get into a routine right now that I have a little bit more time. So that's my plan. Reading and running, hopefully back into my routine on the regular. So there's that. Tonight, I am actually going to work on plotting for the second book in my winter romance series. It's an interconnected series. So Winter Witches, if you guys have not seen on social media, on my Instagram primarily, the release date for Winter Witches just got pushed back just to give a little bit more time to editing. On the professional side, everything else is done. So it is now coming out on the 12th of December. So it'll be in time for Christmassy time, the holiday season. And the ebook is currently up for pre-order. So you can go and pre-order the ebook right now if you want. But the paperback will not be available until December 12th now. So that's really the biggest change. Tonight I'm working on outlining the second book in the series. So Winter Witches, the first book, follows the eldest of three sisters. And the second book that I have been doing all of my planning for this last week is the middle sister. So really fun. I'm super excited to dive into her frame of mind because I think out of all of the sisters, I don't know, I might be the most like her personality wise. I don't know. So I'm excited to try out something new and get back to like a fluffy romance. Because writing those was a really nice escape from my more normal, like heavier stuff. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So that's what I'm working on tonight. What about everyone else? What are we all working on for tonight's live stream for our sprints? Woo! Oh my goodness. Hopefully not falling asleep. Man, I have had a really crazy last couple of weeks. I've said it several times in these live streams, so I won't go over and over about it again, but I think I'm still recovering. It's been a little wild. All right. Let me come over here to my banners. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've recently had a couple more new subscribers. So if you are one of those people, thank you so, so much. I appreciate you guys and all of the kind comments you leave me. I love it. So don't forget to do that. I would love to get back to 3 videos a week, but I just don't think I can do it at this time. I am planning for a guest live stream. That'll be in addition to everything that we do. So there will be a once a month guest live stream, probably on Saturdays. And I am excited to start doing that again because I learned a lot when I did that, my summer series where I talked with writers from all kinds of backgrounds and filmed it. I had a really good time with that. I learned a lot through that experience. And so I'm excited to kind of introduce another version of it to my channel. So I think the first one will be in December. Okay, Miranda's Cauldron. I just finished typing up my handwritten chapter. So far, my word count for Nano is 9K. Awesome. I don't, I mean, if I was, I'd be behind already, but I am not participating in Nano this year just because this time of I had like some big events work-wise that I'm coordinating, and November doesn't seem to be the best time for me to do that kind of a project. So last year I used NaNoWriMo and I used the sprints and all of November to plan out Winter Witches. And then in December, I actually drafted it and I gave myself the challenge of drafting it in a month. And it went super well. And that is how I'm planning to do the second book this time around. So, same thing. So, no Nano for me. I'm just kind of plotting out my book as I go. So, a little bit different. I would love to participate though, because there's a lot of really cool events. I keep getting informational emails from NaNoWriMo about it all. All right. Patrick says doing another editing pass on a 3.5K queer art justice story. Ooh, that sounds really fun. Awesome. Welcome, Patrick. I don't think I've seen you in our live stream before. So welcome to the stream. We do this every single Sunday night, and it is a great part of my weekly routine. I get quite a bit done every time. So I think it's good time to jump into our first sprint of the night. So the way that we do sprints around here is we go for 20 minutes. We do 3 writing sprints. So we'll do, or productivity sprints. So we'll go for 20 minutes and then we'll come back around and chat, catch up, see how everyone has done. But that'll be the first, that'll be what we start off with. That's how we're starting. So 20 minutes on the clock. There we go. I will see you guys in a bit. Sprint. All right, I got a pretty good amount done in that sprint. I'm just loosely outlining right now. I use the 7-point plot method. I'm up to the midpoint, so the middle of the book. So it's going okay. I was being really detailed before I got to the midpoint, and I'm realizing that I'm not really outlining so much as I am getting. I'm really in depth, is what I'm being. I'm almost too much so. So I need to relax a little and just start plugging in the scenes that have been floating around my head and just assume where they go in that structure rather than trying to be so detailed in each of the plot points. I think that's where my downfall has been with outlining for this book, because it's not that I don't have ideas. So, how did that sprint go for everybody else? Jen just finished the book I was reading. Ooh, now hoping to get a few words into my draft. What were you reading, Jen? I saw that you posted a book earlier today, I think, on Instagram, on your story, maybe. So now I'm curious what it is you're actually reading. We had some new people join us. Howdy. Hello. Welcome. I am reading Throne of Glass right now. I think I already said that at the beginning of the stream, but there are now several new people among us. So if you missed it, I am reading Throne of Glass, and it has been very enjoyable. I'm liking it so far. It's one that's been on my list for a very long time. So I'm glad I can finally get to it. All right. So I really like this book so far that I'm editing. It is, I think I said it in maybe not last week's, maybe it was a vlog. I said it a couple weeks ago that the second book in the winter romance is going to be a friends to lovers trope. The first book, Winter Witches, is definitely a fake dating romance, and this one will be friends to lovers. And I think the third, well, I don't think, I have planned it out. The third will be like an enemies to lovers, which is one of my favorites. I love that trope. Love that. So I am super excited to sit down and work on this series again, because it's been a really fun one to write. Just like a really light, fluffy romance, not very heavy. So it's been an easy one to write. All right. I'm editing a draft, not writing something new. Got a bunch of editing done. Awesome. Patrick says 820-ish, but some of that was editing. That's a lot of words. Hoping to finish this queer story within the next day or so and get back to writing my queer treasure hunt story. Ooh, that sounds really fun. Awesome. All right. City of Brass. Oh, right. It's a reread for you. That's right. Man, that's one. I saw that somebody else posted about that a while back. I don't remember. That's one I need to look into more, though. I'm exhausted. Yes, so I'm going to call it a night. I spent that sprint catching up on my planner, writer's notebook, and nano website. Night all. Well, good night, Miranda. Hopefully you'll get a whole lot of rest, because I know daylight savings throws some people off. So hopefully you'll be able to get a lot of rest and feel good for tomorrow. That's at least what I'm really hoping for myself also. So, I've had kind of a hard time getting restful sleep. I've been sleeping, but the last week I would get random migraines, and I think they were stress migraines, like tension headaches. And so I wasn't getting real deep sleep. So hopefully things will look up, because last night was a lot better with the time change. So I'm hoping that I'll also get a lot more sleep than I have been anyway. So hopefully everyone is ready to go for the week. I know sometimes I love doing these Sunday sprints, and I think they kick off the week in like it just sets the expectation for the week for me when I sit down and intentionally plan out the week and I can get a jump start on it like in these sprints. So I really enjoy having these Sunday night sprints, but I know right before the work week it is kind of a lot for some people. Jen says, I'm finally going to read the whole trilogy. Woo! Oh, Saskatchewan, we don't change our clocks. Yeah, a lot of people don't. So now we are on Central and not Mountain Time. I guess I hadn't thought about that though. I wondered about that. How many of you are in a place where you don't do time change like that? It does make things interesting. I never reset the clock in my car, and so it'll be the right time just about part of the year, and then the other half of the year it's an hour off. So I don't know. And I just don't ever change it. Oh, your Sunday happened to line up with Nano, so it's perfect. That's awesome. I have noticed the last year I've been doing this more consistently that November is definitely a bigger month on YouTube because everybody is looking for writing content on YouTube and streams and such. So I do tend to have more action here in November, but hopefully some of you guys will stay around because we do these pretty consistently on my channel and I love it. I've gotten to where I kind of like doing live streams, and that's coming from me and my introverted self who for the first few like months even of even being on YouTube, I was very self-conscious in front of the camera. I thought I sounded stupid and I questioned myself every time I went to post something. And now it's not nearly as difficult, although I don't really film with other people around because that just is still really strange to me. I don't know about any of you guys if you are also on YouTube, but I just can't do it. Okay. So, second sprint, I'm still outlining my winter romance. So I'm still working on this book. I do have a title picked for it. I'm not quite ready to share that yet, though. Think that normally the title reveal is a part of all of my book releases. And it usually kicks the entire like 6-month span of publication off for me. So I'm thinking about doing that differently this year because I already have all of my titles set up. And so rather than releasing them as books are getting like going through publication, I think that I might make it kind of like a New Year activity, like a celebration. And I might just announce all of my 2024 all the books that I'm releasing in 2024. I may just go ahead and release all of the titles in the new year just for something to look forward to. And also because the more I publish, and now that I publish 3 a year, it's just a lot of words to refer to all of my books by some of these different terms like the winter romance and it's gotten to where I use certain words interchangeably for the same book, and I might as well just be calling it by name. So I think I might release them in the spring, or not in the spring, in the new year. Oh my gosh. And just that way I can avoid some of that weird overlap and maybe build a little bit of like excitement for the new year also. So I don't know how everybody else does it. If you have any thoughts, let me know. Felicia, hello, heading to bed with my kiddos. Congrats, Amy. Thank you so much. I guess we haven't even talked about that. I released a book. Oh my gosh, we haven't even mentioned that. So, I was hoping George R. R. Martin was doing that, hoping he would appear and say, "Ta-da! The last two," right? Oh my gosh, it takes him so long to get stuff out. Oh, and I'm not at all in a place where I'm caught up with that stuff. And because he doesn't release stuff super often, I drag my feet getting around to some of his works to read them just because I know that I got some time. Um, yes. So, sprint number 2, I'm going to pick up from the midpoint, and I think just like I said a minute ago, I think I'm just going to try and get like a loose outline down on paper because was kind of stressing myself about too many details, I think. So, I think that is where I'm going to pick up with for pick up sprint number 2. I did release a book pretty recently. So I finished a trilogy. It is the final book in the Guardians of the Sixth Gate trilogy, Mistress of Shadows. So if you like fantasy romance, it is a kind of Greek mythology inspired book with a slow burn romance. And it's a completed series now. So go check it out. There's a link in the description box to my link tree, which will show you all of my books. So that came out. That was really, really fun. Uh, Thank you. It's bittersweet to be finished with a trilogy and to have written all of that because it took quite a lot of work. And it was a long process. So it's been fun. It's been fun. I am excited to move on to like a new era though, because my 2024 releases, every single one of them is much more new adult than young adult. And that's kind of a new area for me. But I am excited to try some new things in the new year and see how I can grow as an author and just develop. See how it goes. All right. Sprint number 2. I guess it would help if I changed my banner down there. Don't forget to like the stream. Same thing with the description box. All of my links are down there for my books. I am currently trying to finalize editing things with Fiverr. I do have my website set up to take editing clients, but I think I'm also going to open up on Fiverr, and I'm just waiting on them to say I can publish they call it a gig there. Just waiting on them to give me the go ahead so that I can post that there. All of that stuff's in the link tree also, as well as I have an affiliate code for Hydro Jug, which is my giant half-gallon water bottle that I always have carrying around. So they can be a tad pricey. I think they're worth the money, but you can get a discount below. So pretty cool things. All right, 20 minutes on the clock. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Whew. All right. So things are starting to kind of wind down for me a little bit. I did get a couple more things done on my outline, and now I'm kind of sitting back and some thinking about some elements, things to move around mostly. So it's still going really well, but I think I'm going to kind of wind down from the outline and move to planning out and planning my week mostly. I have a lot of my marketing stuff for my books planned and scheduled out for this week. Not all of them, but most of them. So I think I'm going to switch gears and take a closer look, I think, this next sprint at what I have going on this week because it's not a ton. I say that. It's not a ton, but I know I'm going to be planning a lot for the next week because next week there is a lot going on. So we shall see. But I think I'm going to wind down a tad bit. Jen, 785 words. Those flew out of me. I haven't drafted in a few days. That is a really good word count for 20 minutes. I am dying to get back to writing, like to drafting. I mean, I cannot wait to actually start writing this winter romance. It's killing me just to do an outline. So, those of you who have been around with my channel, you guys know that I am a pantser. I don't typically outline like at all. Well, that's not true. I do like the bare minimum, and then I usually jump straight in and discovery write like quite a few elements of it within there. I'll have the bare bones, but I just kind of jump in before I fully have it outlined. So it is killing me not to just go ahead and start, especially as everyone else is doing NaNoWriMo activities and stuff, and everyone's posting about their word counts. It's killing me not to just go ahead and write. Time did indeed fly. Almost done editing chapter 4. Wasn't able to write yet those sprints. Woo. 1,453. But again, significant editing, re-editing, or rereading, not really word making. Might get back to the treasure hunt story tonight. On outlines, my characters ignore them. Exactly. That's what mine do. And I kind of love that about them. All right. Pants away. Might as well. Really appreciate you being here on Sunday nights. Thank you. I do a lot of my writing on the weekends since I do have a full-time job in addition to being an author. I am a school counselor. So my weekdays are very, very, very busy. So it's kind of nice, these Sunday night sprints, to jumpstart the week. And it's a time that I can sit down and take a look at the week too. That way I know I'm all planned out. Action adventure here, best when pants. That is like a whole adventure when you pants it though. I mean, it's a wild ride. I wouldn't have writing any other way. I really enjoy discovery writing, especially. But being a pantser, I do, now that I've published almost 5 books, I do outline more than I used to, but I just can't. It kind of sucks a lot of the fun out of it. And even when I do, I end up changing the outline because it's just not as fun for me. So I enjoy figuring it all out as I go, basically. Woo. All right. Let's see. I'll go ahead and put up my third banner there. If you aren't subscribed to my newsletter, go subscribe at amyprokopis.com. I promise I don't spam anybody. I put out a newsletter once a month, and usually it is an idea of everything coming to YouTube, my writing, just projects I'm working on. I put one of those out once a month. And then I may put out additional messages just as I get news. Like I just sent out a newsletter with the update for the updated Winter Witches release date since that moved. That is now December 12th. So I just send out information like that. Nothing huge, although if I have freebies that go out, they typically go out through my newsletter. So might as well subscribe so you can get freebies. I do have a plan for 2024. One of the books that I am going to publish, it's a little bit different. It has parts in the book, and each part starts with like some lore for this world that they're in. And I had the idea to take all of those parts and put them together like a short story for my newsletter subscribers. So that is something that I plan on pushing out closer to that release. And I'm looking at doing some similar things for my other books now because I really liked that idea and it seems really doable as an incentive. So fun things coming to my channel very, very soon. As I have time, right? What time? What is time? What is free time? We don't have any of that here. All right. I think just for the sake of time, because it did sort of get away from me when we were chatting between some of those sprints, I think. And since it is a time change, I'm gonna go ahead and I think start our final sprint of the night. And I'm just going to use it to kind of wrap things up here. So finish up some of my planning with my planner, maybe take some final look at my outline, but I'm not really planning or like challenging myself to get any certain amount done. I'm just trying to wrap up things for the night. So that is what I will be doing. Hopefully, everyone else will get quite a bit done in our final sprint also, or maybe you're winding down like I am. Whatever it is, we're going to go ahead, start our final sprint of the night. So 20 minutes is up on the clock. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Alrighty. How did everybody do in our final sprint of the night? I got a lot of things closed down on my side. Nothing new to report here. Finished up my planning, did like a final look over my outline, and then planned out a little bit of my gym schedule for the week. So that was really, really nice. So it looks like several of us got a lot done. Last sprint made up for not getting writing in the first two. Woo, 640 words. Oh my gosh, that is a lot. Got chapter 4 edited. Wow, Jen. Oh my gosh. 1,130 words. The scene's just running out of my fingers. Good Lord. Continuing to edit, fill in the blanks, ending the stream with a book read, and holy 1,900 words down. Sheesh, Jen. That's a lot. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, it sounds like everybody was really productive in this live stream. Yes, she is. Jen is killing the game. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it just works. That is for sure. I've had a couple nights on these live streams where it just goes and goes and goes and goes. And I could write forever and ever. That's how I felt last December when I wrote Winter Witches. It just poured out of me. It was such a light and fluffy book. And it was a great, it was a lot different than what I'm used to writing. So I really enjoyed it. So I know what you mean sometimes about the book just like flowing. 1K in queer art, finished editing, put aside so I can get distance. That's how I do too. Set my book aside so I can come at it with a fresh set of eyes. 254 in treasure hunts. Off-page stuff that becomes tiny on-page notes. Alrighty. That's quite a bit of work. Holy moly. Whatever wheel's turning in my head. Yes. I agree. Oh my gosh. You guys are killing it tonight. Wow. Holy. Well, hopefully, the rest of the week will be as productive and everything will just flow easy for all of us. I'm hoping to get a lot of like my final planning done for this book. Maybe from this week into maybe next week I should be done with plotting, and then I will start setting up things to move to the drafting phase. I really don't have very much planning left for Winter Witches, but it does release officially on the 12th. So just before I start writing on book 2, I need to finish up the edits on Winter Witches so that it is ready to go. So there will be quite a bit of a crossover right at the end of the month for me, but I'm excited. So hopefully we'll all get a lot of work done in the coming weeks and just feel good about everything we're accomplishing, because you guys accomplished a lot tonight. Yes, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I've loved chatting with all of you. Hopefully I'll be able to see a lot of you next Sunday, same time, 8:20 Central Standard Time. And we'll be able to do some more sprints, see how far everybody's got in their projects. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for tonight. Thank you guys for following along, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.